All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. Today we're back, and we're actually going to get the last rank on DMC3 today. I thought we would get it last time, but I have this one last one to do. And then, of course, we get to go and play everyone's favorite game that I've ever streamed ever. Devil May Cry 2. We get more DMC2 goodness. Some people just like it because it puts me in immense amount of pain. I guess I can understand that. Oh, sweet Jesus. Why? I would also like to announce, as I'm scrounging together the last bits to get started, that it is officially official. You may have seen my tweet this morning. If you didn't, I'll just fill you in. I'm a panda main on Tekken 8. And if anyone wants to know why I am a panda main, it is because I am, as of this morning, when I took a little break to play some, 2 ranks above my previous highest rank that I had achieved in Tekken 8 on Panda. I played Jin for a little over 2 weeks on Tekken. I've played Panda for like 3 hours, and I'm already 2 ranks higher than my previous highest rank ever. Like, I not only have a good time playing as the bear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Wait.
Alright chat, let's start with Chole.
Let's. Not only am I my new highest rank ever, like within just a few hours of playing the character. I mean, that really is it, actually. It's that I'm the highest rank. You can like super chats. I don't know what the purpose is. I saw someone saying the other day, like as it came around, I can put my heart on it and everything too. I saw someone who was like, why would they add likes to the super chats? Like, are we gonna start getting like self-conscious that our super chats don't get as many likes as they used to? Like, are we gonna be competing for likes on the super chats now? Like, what is this? Why is this a thing? But hello, Silver and Melty, Perdos, Ryan, Silver. Did I say Silver? I don't know. Jess, Tass. Also the secret mission. I'm gonna do the secret mission for hard mode. I'm not worried about it. Because I have to go back and play the missions again anyway. Or maybe, I don't know what difficulty we're doing after normal, actually. We might do easy. Just to get it out of the way.
Why? How could I? I shall become a god. No one here can stop me.
You know, it has never tasted so nice. This is my first can of Zoa in like 3 weeks. This shit's delicious.
What a surprise. Here I was looking for you, and lo and behold, you
Very
come to me.
strong orange flavor.
Don't ever call me that again.
Did we finish 19? I did finish 19, yes.
One who could say my name.
Please,
Please.
do you really want to shoot me? Can you shoot me? Your own father? What have I done wrong? Even heroic Sparta sacrificed a woman so that he could become a legend. I wish to be a god! And I sacrificed one miserable human being for that reason. That is all. Was that really so awful? I have some unfinished business to take care of. Help me, Mary.
Help me.
Mary died a long time ago. My name is Lady. Goodbye, Father.
He deserved it. I also like that they do the camera cuts to make you think they're just doing like they're repeating one shot, but then it goes to her clicking over and over again. She shot him in the head like 5 times. The devil definitely cried. She's human.
There, I thought I wasn't gonna cry.
For the record. Before anyone is like, oh my god, the devil did cry. No. Not yet. Just gotta make sure. I've got Trickster, Beowulf, Rebellion. Yeah, we're good. Alright. Come on, Virgin. I'm ready, I think.
Give that to me.
No.
Way. You got your own. Well, I want yours too.
What are you gonna do with all that power, huh? No matter how hard you try, you're never gonna be like Father.
We're wasting time!
We are the sons of Sparta. Within each of us flows his blood. But more importantly, his soul!
You guys know what I learned about this game this week?
Soul is saying it wants to stop you!
Actually, yesterday. The same guy who directed these cutscenes for DMC3, it's the guy who directed the cutscenes for Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. It's the same exact person.
And we're supposed to be twins.
It was just a weird
Twins.
connection that I never knew about. Come here, Virgin. Ah! Ow. Ooh. Ah! He just doesn't stop moving. How long does your DT last here, Virgin? Oh, there we go. Oh, bullshit. Who told you got that many? Ah! Jesus. Woo. Woo. I'm all focused up for the Virgin fight. David Lynch was involved? No. It's not David Lynch. He's a Japanese director. I can't remember his name, but he made Versus and one of the Godzilla movies. He's a Japanese film director, but back in the early 2000s, he worked in the games industry directing cutscenes for a while as well.
You're going down.
taking so much damage. We can afford a lot in this fight, I think. I don't know if we can afford this much, but I know that we can afford to take a lot of hits. I remember the biggest problem during the attempts the other day actually being, what's it? The stylish points, style points. I wasn't being stylish enough. Bullshit. Only 10K? Oh, I thought it was like 15. Shit. Well, that certainly wasn't it. We can do all the celebration stuff when I do it right. Time was bad, style was bad, damage was bad, but none of them were awful. What's the stylish points? Sorry, what's the style point threshold for S? Does anyone have it? Anyone know? When the game was finished, the director clapped. Or sorry, the director cried and everyone clapped. I missed that part of the David Lynch bit. With your upside down pineapple t-shirt. I wore the pineapple shirt yesterday. 2.5K style. Oh, I'm literally on the time requirement. And 10K damage. So I only need a little more style. Stretch already. Let's see the shirt. All right, here. It's nothing crazy. It's a hoodie. It's got a little logo on it. Wait, can you even see the logo?
Give that to me.
It's so small.
No way.
Tiny.
You got your own.
On the chest, Southern Tide.
What are you gonna do?
I don't think there's anything on the back. I can't see my own back.
How hard you try, you're never gonna be like father.
We're wasting time.
There's nothing on the back. Oh, controller vibration is on. Okay. I did it twice. No. Good start. Vineyard Vines kind of style. It is somewhat similar. I also bought it in high school, so, you know, makes sense. I was a white teenage boy in the late 2010s. It all adds up. That's right. DT, no hit stun. Something tells me I did not do the DT explosion trick right. Guitar solos? They really... I doubt they would work on Virgil. But I definitely need to use the trick to pull him out of his devil trigger. Like, absolutely need to. Wow. Now he's feeling motivated. Just so that the time requirement is fine. Oh. Also, if I got hit less, that would obviously help my my style out. Someone said it last stream when I did like the first 2 runs of this. I was like, how do I get my style points up in the Virgin fight? And they were just like, don't get hit, forehead. Oops, oops. Where are you going? None of that. Don't throw it. I don't like when you throw the sword at me. Ow. Ooh. Gonna return to the lands between. I've been feeling like it. Oh, same style requirement on easy. I mean, on easy. Actually, no. The AI will be about the same, I think, between easy and normal. I think easy genuinely just like reduces the damage on them. But I don't know. Because, and you know, shocker because I'm such a gamer, I've never played DMC3 on easy mode. I have no idea what exactly changes. Whoops. I'm really trying to get that style up too. I do be working on it. Oh, that doesn't help. This is where we go on the
Come on, Imp.
evasion.
Come on, Imp.
Where's the S rank? This is the last one. It's so close. And then more DMC2 pain. Which, weirdly, chat seems to like DMC2. I don't know why. Ow, son of a bitch. The DT explosion trick certainly works. It's really risky. I don't know how to do it without getting myself clipped on the way in.
You're going down.
But it does, like, it 100% kicks him out of his devil trigger. This is where he blows his load. This is like his mega DT after the bubble. Doesn't last very long though, does it? That felt a lot better.
Am I being defeated?
I'll watch the cutscene here.
Is that all you got?
That actually felt possible.
Get up.
I don't know about the damage, but other than that, that was way more stylish for sure. And faster.
The world is closing, Dante. Because the amulets have been separated.
Let's finish this, Virgil. I have to stop you. Even if that means killing you.
I love the melodrama so much. And the music. This game has great music. Should be an expert at any virgin fight. I had a joke. I'm just holding it in. That one. That one's a strong no. I'm keeping that to myself. Sometimes it's a little too much, a little too crazy.
No one can have this, Dante.
I was given all the flawed recessive genes.
It belongs to a son.
It's in our genes, Dante.
Leave me and go. If you don't want to be trapped in the demon world, I'm staying. This place was our father's home.
Finally, the weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Yamato. Canonically, that's probably true. Take the DMC-1 sword, Dante. It's yours. You'll use it for that game, and then we'll never talk about it again. It's gone. Poof. Back to Rebellion afterwards. I'm skipping the credits and such. The game ends there. Definitely. That's it. It's just that. Oh my god. $24.93. Okay, that was so insanely close to double S that it feels very within reach. Literally, if I could do that again and then just add 7 more style points to the run, like that's the double S, genuinely. Oh, son of a... Oh, I didn't charge my devil trigger. Mistakes have been made. How did you... I think I missed the explosion too. I did. Now he's motivated. Oh, Dante. Whoa.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Oh, I forgot to... Okay. Taunts are good. I should be using taunts more, actually. Like 100%. I should be using taunts more than I am. Whoa! Honestly, oh, taking damage to get him out of DT is fine. Because then, like, he's set up so that I can actually fight him again. Instead of just running around for 30 seconds straight. This is where it's a problem. Vampires and goblins missed the memo for sure this month. I know they're out there. I know that they exist. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just gonna reset it at that point. I had definitely... I had gotten far enough without enough style. Hold on, what was that about Japanese steel that I just caught when I glanced over at chat? Damn it, I missed the explosion.
Come and get me.
Uh-oh. Bad time for a taunt, Dante. Whoa, he's still going. Oh, shit. Didn't work, didn't work. Oh, maybe it... Is it damage based? Is that why DT explosion works? It might be damage based to knock him out of it. He's blowing his load. Oh.
Come on, wimp.
Those virgin loads can be pretty powerful too. Oh, Jesus. Not that I would know, of course. Oh, shit. Now he's getting motivated. That felt like it was it. I gotta say. That one felt like it was it. Come on. I did good. I did great. Is this even something to be excited about? Yeah, almost a true devil hunter. New congratulations screen. So they have a congrats screen for all double S. I appreciate that personally. That this is here for me just for having gone to all that effort. Dante in his various devil trigger forms and Virgin in the back. I get a whole and I get illustrations in the gallery. Man, oh man. They're spoiling me. Illustrations in the gallery, you guys. Come on. They're spoiling me. Hold on, you ready? Behold. Don't look at the number 10 thing. Don't even worry about it. Okay? Don't. Is the stream laggy? It looks fine, actually. It looks fine. Just behold it. Don't look at the little secret mission 10 thing. We'll get that ironed out. What I was saying about easy mode though is I might want to do easy mode for DMC3 sooner than later, because here's the thing. It's boring to do the easy mode run, right? Like no one's going to be all that thrilled about the easy mode run. But it has to get done, and I would rather do it early on than do it like as the last run, obviously. I don't want to get all through the higher difficulties and then be like, all right, guys, let's go for the easy mode victory lap. There's no fun in that. There's no fun. Do it in one. It won't be a one stream endeavor. It's still going to be double S ranks, but it will be a lot easier than this was, is all I'm saying. But definitely, I think that we want to get it done sooner than later. It's just, yeah, the idea of doing it at any point isn't great. But I would rather do it early on, I think. Also, I accidentally flipped between them a second ago, but purely to showcase, we do get Dante costumes for the reruns as well. We do get Dante costumes. We got shirtless Dante, like from the first mission. We got DMC1 outfit on DMC3 Dante. We got outfits. Between hard and DMD. There's also very hard on DMC3. There's a lot. DMC3 also has Virgil. So the next time that we go back to DMC3, I might do Virgil normal mode, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even going to think about it. Because first, we got to go back. We have to go back. It's happening. It's happening. What's happening to the stream? What the hell is going on? What the hell is hold on. Stream needs a reset real quick, clearly. Let's try this end first. It seems like it might be on the other end. It's on the other end. It is. The issue's over there. Hold on. Look, the video... Oh. The video's not even going through at all, is it? Why are we on the starting screen? Now the video's going through. That looks so much better. Now that looks so much better, doesn't it, chat? Hold on, do we need the intro for DMC2 again? Let's see if it breaks the stream again. Let's see if the DMC2 intro breaks everything while I get the collectibles guide up for Lucia. Lucia? I don't know. This is the greatest Devil May Cry game of all time. Right here, right now. We're doing it live, folks. Man, the collectible page is long because it's 2 discs on 1 page. There we go. All right, I've got Lucia's collectibles up. And the stream hasn't broken. Is the entire intro video Dante? Do they... Am I on the right disc? I didn't even think about that before. It is, isn't it? The whole intro video is just Dante. Why am I back? Why am I back to playing this game? Okay, yeah. This is Lucia. Is it Lucia or Lucia? Because the game's internal rules, they say it both ways throughout this game. Just, it varies from character to character, how they pronounce her name. So I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce it.
In a time long since past.
It's not even consistent within the game.
In an age of darkness, when the earth was overrun with demons.
With demons?
Humans were powerless under their rule. Humanity's hope lived in a demon named Sparta. With a spirit.
We're back to the I don't have to have these on anymore either. I got so distracted by everything like breaking down at once.
The demons.
Say hello to our new main character. I won't be yelling at Dante anymore when things happen that I don't want. For the first time in the S rank series so far, I'm not playing as Dante. But already in this cutscene, he's the cooler one. I gotta say. He does have a certain cool factor in DMC2. It's peak costume design for him for sure. Just his character design in this game is great. Like, this is such a good outfit for him. Are there any mods for DMC5 to get his DMC2 outfit? Anyone know by chance? Oh, you're right. Dante has white hair, wears red. She has red hair, wears white.
Till next time, son of Sparta.
Maybe it was intentional. Potentially. It could have been. I've never even put that together before. But that could be intentional. I'm sure, I know that I've seen there's a mod to replace Dante's model with like a DMC3 one. Like a custom made one. And not literally just they ripped the DMC3 model and plopped it in. So I know that DMC3 Dante can be modded in. Could we do DMC2 Dante when we get to DMC5 potentially? Because time skip, it's morning. Hello. Hold on. Secret room 1. In the area with the divinity statue, jump into the sewers and interact with a grate. This is a practice run. All right? Keep in mind. Oh, God. Sorry. It's just now, like, really hitting me that we're back. How many missions does she have? I think it's only like 14, if I'm correct. I think she has like 14 missions on her disc. Dante has, I think, 18 in DMC2. 45 red orbs are required to break the seal. Okay. And I've mentioned it before, but I should mention it here again. The more interesting catch with us S-ranking Lucia's disc is that I played it once before. I don't know how far I got, but I know that I never finished her disc. It's one of the small bits of DMC content that I've never actually like played through properly. So a lot of this is going to be me reacting to just Lucia's story in DMC2, especially later on. Early on, I'm not gonna necessarily remember much, but I've at least seen it once. Later on, it will be genuinely like, I've never seen this. Where's this last? Are there 5 of them back here? Of course there are. Of course, you guys. Oh, okay, there's more options. I was like, you're kidding me. To progress, you have to run backwards from the starting point, because of course. But okay, I see up here There are options. You only need 45. This opening bit's gonna be a bitch. If the time requirement's bad on this mission, I guess, because who knows if it's gonna be like a super easy time or not. If the time requirement is tight on this mission, then that opening bit's gonna be a pain in the ass. Just to try to like memorize how to run through it quickly. That's gonna be very not fun. So I guess I just go until I get to the divinity statue then. Oh god. Oh yeah, she doesn't have guns. She has little throwing knives. You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, you guys. I think she's animated better than Dante in this game. Thoughts? Opinions, perhaps? I think she has more interesting animation work than Dante does here. Oh, that's her stinger? How was Virgil? Not bad. Only took us a handful of tries. Virgil, as expected, you know, it's a boss fight, right? She is. She actually is. Like, her animations are just genuinely cooler. And Dante looks good in this game. His look is not a problem. Is that the great? That is the great. But she's just animated better. She just looks better. I haven't played any of the DMC games. Oh, Silver, you weren't here for any DMC 2, were you? Ah, shit. Oh, chat. DMC 2... DMC 2 was no hit, wasn't it? For the S ranks. Remind me if I could be wrong. I'm new. Oh boy. Well, for anyone else who might not have been here for DMC 2 and who's never seen it, let me catch you up to speed. Game has a reputation for being shit. And it's because it's shit. It's because the knife throwing is stupid. There are various issues. Or did I say knife throwing? It's because the game is bad. Game is stupid. That's what I meant to say. Knife throwing is, you know, it's different. But DMC 2 is bad, right? It's one of those games, I've heard it said before, and it's very true, that you can just kind of see DMC 2 like in motion, and you can see what's wrong. Like, you can see that it's super like floaty and weird. And like, if you look down at the health bars, assuming you're not on like a very small screen and you can actually like read the little health bar text, the kerning on the text in this game isn't even done properly, which is fancy speak for the spacing between the letters on the text on screen isn't even done properly a lot of the time. Like, that's all supposed to be one word down there on the health bar. It's supposed to just be like agonophanous, but it kind of looks like it says agon of innis because there's the weird random spacing. It's just bad. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I missed a blue orb. Practice run. I have a mosquito in my room. God damn. I hate mosquitoes so much. I didn't trigger the bot. Why would you have triggered it? Oh, there it is. It said like jump to the ground next to the divinity statue. After the first savage golem fight, go through an arch. You'll see a statue. Jump onto the head of the statue and there's an orb there. Jesus Christ. Keep in mind, DMC 2 doesn't have mission select until after you finish the game. So we're in for a good time. What are the other issues with the S rank process, especially in this game? Let me, it's starting to come back to me slowly, but for people who weren't here for the DMC2 S ranks before when we did Dante on normal, essentially, I think the entire game is no damage. I could be misremembering that. I googled it. No. I mean, like, just in general, like, what's a problem when it comes to doing the S ranks? Not even just like the number requirements mission to mission, like just generally speaking. I think for like the entire game, you can take no damage on any of the missions. Julie, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Like DMC3 has some allowance for it. DMC2 does not. It's just, if you take damage, you need to reset if you're going for an actual S rank. Right now, we're practice running the mission so that I know like where to go and stuff, but the combo system is awful. There's a requirement called stylish average that we need to get up, and it does not work the way that the style system does in 3. Instead, the way that it works is it quite literally takes the number of combos that you did throughout the mission, and it takes the rank of every one of those combos when they ended, and it averages those out. So say that I get only one combo in the entire level, but it's an S rank combo, that's an S for stylish average. If I get 2 combos and one is an S, one is a D, then the average for the whole level is gonna be like a B. It's awful. It's so stupid. Unimaginably stupid. So you'll see a lot of instances where I will come to the conclusion that I'm better off not using melee attacks at all and just using my gun, or in this case, my throwing knives, I guess, because that way it's not going to start a combo that I can't get up to S rank. You will see me do that, where I just spam like my ranged attacks to clear entire encounters because it's actually smarter in terms of the S rank to do that. Other than that, it's pretty normal. Just don't use items. I think the rolling does keep the rank going. It's true. I see that orb. That must be the one after the arch. Oh yeah, that's the statue head. Okay. Also, I am noticing that this opening mission for Lucia's disc is Dante's opening mission backwards. Isn't it? On the face carved on the wall at the end of the corridor at the left of the big door. Is that the church that Dante spawns in front of? To the left of this door on a face carved into the wall. Aha. Oh, we're back to DMC2 and I'm... Why? There are the other DMC2 like general problems that we can get to as we get to them. Oh yeah, also, just spamming Stinger, or in Lucia's case, that little like front roll kick that she's got. That is one of the fastest ways to build combo in the entire game. Whoa! Hold on, her DT projectiles are a giant shotgun spread. Instead of Dante's like crazy minigun bullshit, she's got like screen clearing projectiles in DT. Okay. That specifically is maybe a little cool. Maybe. DMC2. Maybe. Okay, that is the end. You just run to that door. An A rank on the first attempt. So, here's something that's good about doing DMC2 S ranks. Double S does not exist in this game. Meaning, we are completely fine to not get an S rank in every single category. There's the 5 categories. I'm blocking 2 of them right now. Orbs, I got an S. Style average, I got a B. It's just the way the camera is when we play this game. So be it. So what we can do is there are 3 possibilities to get an S rank here, chat. All right. There are 3 possibilities. Either I just get an S in every single category, and that will be an S. That's one way to do it. Or we can get an S in 3 of the categories, and we can get 2 A ranks in the criteria. And that will also overall be an S rank for the whole mission. Or I can get an S rank in 4 criteria, and I can afford 1 B rank. So like this time through, I got a B rank on style average. If I had gotten an S on clear time and damage, the style average wouldn't even be a problem. This would be an S rank run. I'm trying to explain it quickly and simply. I don't think it's gonna work, but should we triple S? No. This is actually going to be a new mission, isn't it? I've never seen this environment. No mission select. So to reset that, I can easily do that S rank without getting like late game upgrades and stuff. Because when we did Dante's normal mode, we did... There were like, what, 5 missions throughout his 18 that I just said, I need a late game upgrade of some sort for this. So we're just gonna not worry about it and we'll come back after we finish the game. And we did that for like 5 or so missions, I think. I'm gonna do the same thing here where it's like, if it's reasonable to get the S rank the first time through, then I'll keep resetting for it. Just so that it's off the list and done before we move forward. If it's something where it's like, okay, no, I need more upgrades, I need like a specific weapon from later on, whatever, then I'll just leave it and we'll come back after I clear like the whole campaign. Oh, that one is like 15 orbs. I just need 1 more. The time and the, what's it called? Stylish average, I think should be a lot better this time around. I've got my plan and I just have to remember how to like cheese the combo system in this game. Because it really is like, do Stinger, do this little forward roll in her case over and over again to get up to the S rank, and then just spam rolls around the arena to keep it up and kill enemies with projectiles, with throwing knives. Until the room is empty. That is genuinely the best way to do stylish average in Devil May Cry 2. As long as you are landing projectiles or rolling, your combo will not be fading. So we take advantage. We're here to beat the system. I think that I can fight with melee here against the golems and in the last secret room. Other than that, it is going to be throwing knife fest. That's my plan that I'm going to try out this time through, and we'll see how that goes. Devil May Cry is such a banger title. It is actually, it is a great title. Now that you mention it. Beating the level in less than 5 minutes without getting hit once. You joke, but not getting hit once is a genuine requirement to just S rank normally in this game. And this mission, we have to beat in less than 8 minutes. I like the spinny air throw. I like that. That's some good shit. Is the DPS higher that way? Oops. That's a reset. That's unfortunate. Hold on. Playing Yakuza like a dragon. It's incredible how there are so few multi-enemy skills and yet they're all actually dog shit at hitting multiple enemies. Yakuza, I think, is still the front runner for, what's it called? For the next review series, but that poll is going to fluctuate a whole lot, so I wouldn't, like, bet super hard on that being the next one. I forget that you need to actually quit out in this game. The restart mission thing doesn't work in DMC2. It will carry over your stats from the previous run into the new one. Oh, sweet Jesus. You know, she's only got 14 levels, you guys. This will at least be better than Dante. It'll be better than when we did Dante's disc. But Dante's took us a lot of frustration. Took us a fairly long time, and his was 18, I think. So I'm still expecting a good amount of frustration. Heartache, tears, maybe. But it won't be as bad as Dante. It won't be. Why are they jumping so high? She's just goated like that. She can just... Have you seen her vertical? I think she was a basketball player prior to whatever happened before this game to make this town such a desolate, barren wasteland. Events that we don't really know because the writers didn't think we needed to. Because DMC2 is bad. I'm normally not like this, you guys. I'm not. I normally don't talk about games like this where I'm just like bad. But like this game earns it. This game genuinely earns that treatment from me. It deserves it. It had crazy development, because someone's gonna say it. Someone's gonna say, oh, the game was basically made in like 4 months. I know. It's still shit. It's a good game for being made in like a few months. But it's a shit game. Like as a fully released, full price product at the time it came out. Need I remind anyone? Premium pricing model product. Right here. It's a bad game. God damn it. All right, let's just take the damage and see if maybe, because as long as I get like an A or above on stylish average, we should be good. I reset the first time because I was kind of thinking that the plan was to just leave all the room for error on this mission up to stylish average in case I get a B again. But oh, I can probably do melee here actually. I kill the ones on the roof with projectiles because I would definitely drop the combo while dropping down here. But then you guys, cartwheels all day. Is this a cartwheel? Handspring? What is this? What is this acrobatic nonsense? What would we call this? Any acrobats in chat? Yeah, we can definitely get an easy S rank right here. Do my eyes deceive me? Devil May Cry 2. We got the last of the double S's on 3, so here we are. Lucia normal. It was time. I asked chat way back if they would rather do DMC2 Lucia normal or DMC1 Dante must die first, and everyone said DMC2 because we did DMC2, or no, actually we did DMC1 hard mode right before DMC3, didn't we? But we did DMC2 a bit ago, and everyone apparently just loved the sheer amount of damage this game did to my mental health. So they all were like, yeah, let's do DMC2 again. Chole is still here. Someone tell Ryan that his stream is very delayed. Someone help our boy out. Oh no, he figured it out. Never mind. You don't gotta tell him. I'm just gonna play it safe here. There's no reason. I don't remember if this is a good spot. Oh, this would be a good spot for S rank. Actually, this would be a good one. I could definitely do it. Now we know. Ooh, projectile. See, these guys are bitches. Stream was whacked. Yeah, it happens. Oh, you might also notice that I'm trying to avoid using the dodge button when I'm just spamming projectiles out. Again, for people that missed DMC2 the first time around and they don't know why I'm playing the way that I am, because it's very specific from what I learned S-ranking Dante's disc. If you dodge an attack right before it hits, it actually will build combo. So if I dodge an attack, and it won't always pop up with like a little D rank so that we even know that it happens. Sometimes invisible E rank combos can exist. Like here, as soon as I land the first hit, a combo starts, but we don't see the combo until it's a D rank on screen, right? So if you dodge an attack like just before it hits you, it'll actually build up some style points and potentially ruin my stylish average rating without me even knowing until we get to the end of the mission. Something that we learned the painful way S-ranking Dante's disc through just sheer volume of trial and error and eventually learning that that's what was happening. Because for a long time, we just thought the stylish average system didn't work. We were like, what the hell? Like, the system isn't even consistently measuring my rank. It is, but it's got some weird hidden stuff going on in the background that it doesn't make you aware of because we're playing Devil May Cry 2. The game punishes you for playing right. It's not necessarily punishing you for playing right if you play the game like a normal human being. But if you're playing for rank, it's a shit show. If you're playing for rank, it punishes you for doing the right thing. Yes. Like, normally, getting style for a perfect dodge is a good thing. But in this very specific set of circumstances, it actually hurts us more than it helps us. The game is, to be fair, the game is perfectly enjoyable as like a guilty pleasure thing. But playing for S ranks and needing to like quote unquote master the game, which in DMC2's case ends up being more learning the intricate levels of detail of how the systems work and then playing in a hyper specific way to try to get around that. Because the systems don't entirely work how they're meant to. At least they do, like, in terms of the technical stuff. But in terms of, like, encouraging you to play the game at a higher level. Oh, shit. How was my stylish average a B rating? Okay, we're back to playing DMC2. Hold on. It might be better for DMC2, actually. if we go into the bottom corner again, chat. Did the game crash? The game absolutely crashed, yeah. Here's another thing for DMC2. It is the one game in the HD collection that consistently crashes every time that I tab out of the game. There are 3 games in the HD collection. DMC2 is the only one that does it. But Silver, I went and peeked at the one that you found, and it's the exact one that I read way back when we were first trying to figure it out. It's the only reason that I have a lot of the knowledge that I do about how DMC2 works is that guide. I might be forgetting some of it, but I did read it a long time ago, and it was definitely a big reason that I was even able to figure out how to S-rank this game in the first place. Because without a guide to explain a lot of the weird stuff, some of it we had to actually figure out on our own, and it wasn't mentioned there. Like if you dodge an attack at the wrong time, or well, at the right time gameplay-wise, but at the wrong time in terms of trying to get stylish average up to S rating, that you'll effectively get punished for it on your end of mission rating. Stuff like that we actually did have to learn on our own, just through trial and error. But for a lot of it, like even learning how the stylish average system works in the first place, it was that guide. Oh, there we go. The bottom corner camera for DMC2, purely so that at the end of mission, because I'm still gonna block the items used criteria, but it's so uncommon that I even use a consumable item in DMC2. We did end up using them for some of the bosses and stuff to cheese them on the last playthrough, because, you know, you can afford a little bit of wiggle room on the ranking. So if I was to just use some items to like give myself infinite devil trigger for the boss fight, and that drops my items used down to a B, it's not so bad if that infinite devil trigger allows me to get an S rank in every other criteria, right? So we did actually use some items during DMC2. It's the only DMC game so far that I've used any consumable items to S rank. Because some of the bosses on Dante's disc, at least, like genuinely, I don't know how you would S rank this game without consumables. Like, I have no idea how you're supposed to no damage some of those bosses. Being completely genuine, I have zero clue how you could possibly do it. Or at least, sorry, no damaging them while like landing melee combos and stuff. But with Devil Trigger in this game, at least later in the game, very late in the game, there's a little item that you can equip that makes it so that your Devil Trigger slows down time. Much like the ability in DMC3, the Quicksilver style. So the Infinite Devil Trigger could become the ultra mega cheese for difficult boss fights, because I could just effectively freeze time for the whole thing. And sometimes it was completely necessary, because otherwise the boss would just be awful. Those of you that were here might remember some. Like the one boss that has the wolves and the insane, like, you know, cross the entire arena in one swing and hit you with his sword with like 360-degree tracking. It's just impossible to dodge. And he's got the dogs that are just bouncing off the walls completely at random, dealing damage to you as well. Bosses like that are like, yep, the only way I'm going to be able to S rank this in any sort of timely manner, like any sort of consistency, is if I freeze time with cheese. That's the only shot we've got. Hopefully Lucia has, I mean, I would like to say none of that. Hopefully she has less of that. I'm expecting that she'll have one or two. But Dante had more than one or two. Oh, there's no taunt in this game. There's no taunt in this game. This is the worst Devil May Cry game. I didn't even notice it when we first played. But now that I've just played like 40 hours of DMC3 on stream, and we're going back to DMC2, there's no taunt button. How are you... Oops. How are you gonna make a DMC game with no taunt button? Riddle me this. Whose decision was that? Who thought the taunt? Yeah, that was stupid. We don't need that. Didn't DMC1 have it? DMC1 did have taunting. It's very different from how later games used it. DMC1's taunts don't affect your combos at all. Like, they don't add to your combos whatsoever, but they give you a ton of devil trigger if you taunt close to an enemy. So it was actually still useful. Like a Tekken game without Heihachi. Too soon. Too soon. Wall runs are also a very good way to ruin a combo. And I have just now remembered that I can never hit the dodge button if I am too close to a wall. Because that's a thing I have to worry about in this shitty ass Devil May Cry game. Hey, chat, can we just play the reboot? Can we just, the reboot, I kind of want to save the reboot for later. I want to get to the point where we've played like obscene amounts of 1 through 4, and then we can go to the reboot. And I can explain to you all why I don't think it's that bad. To be fair, I don't think most people think it's that bad nowadays. It definitely seems to have become more of a minority thing to like, what's the word I'm looking for? To seriously hate the reboot, to be like offended by it the way that fans used to be pre-DMC5, which again, valid at the time, completely valid when the game came out. I'm not saying it wasn't. But nowadays, now that they've made the course correction, now that the reboot continuity isn't like the direction we're going in the future or the game that killed the franchise, and it's just kind of like the weird one-off game. It's a fun-ass game. The story is shit, but it's a fun game. A lot hated it because it was 30 on console. To be fair, like everything was 30 on console. Still to this day, I say it all the time, right? I always say, the 360 is like tied for my favorite console ever. But there's one thing that I hated about the 360, just the 7th gen consoles in general, 360 and PS3. It's that they went back to making 30 FPS like the acceptable standard on console after, what's it called? After PS2 had already made it so that it was like, yeah, 60 FPS on console is a thing that like most games achieve. That generation like actively downgraded things, and what made it so much worse is that that remained the standard going forward. Not entirely. When Xbox One and PS4 came out, for all of like a year, 60 FPS on consoles, holy audio engine went back to being like the accepted standard. And then everything went to shit and started releasing at 30 FPS again in like late 2014. It genuinely, it lasted like less than a year. It was a big marketing push for both of them. And then it immediately went back out the window. What was that? That was just too many things colliding at once, and the audio engine just completely lost its shit. Everything is 60 again. Even right now, things are going back to 30. PS5 first party titles are all 60 again. Oh, that was a terrible run. Oh, we were slow. Doing melee would increase the average. Oh, shit. We did learn late, like near the very end of doing the S ranks that, seemingly it's one of two things. Does the guide that you're reading say something about it, Silver? Because we were noticing that either the length of the combos or the amount of melee attacks during the combos seemed to be affecting the stylish average overall. Which one is it? Which one, or is it both, maybe? Do you have it there? Does it say? I haven't played a single game in 30 FPS. Oh, okay. Here's the thing. Here's what I should say about PS5 and Xbox One, because I forget that this is a thing. Performance mode versus graphics mode is a thing now that I forget about because I'm not on the current gen consoles at all. It shouldn't need to be a thing. Like, it's fine that it's there. It just shouldn't need to be there. Every 5,000 more How much is 5,000? Does it say anything about that? What number system is that using? S is 5, E is 0. Right. How much is 5,000? I'm clearly picking up hidden combos along the way during this mission. I don't know where. Because every single attempt I've gotten a B on stylish average, no matter how hard I push for otherwise. One axe kick is 400. Okay. So 13 axe kicks, which I'm assuming this is it. There's Stinger, and then the equivalent for her is axe kick. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I tried. 13 for one more is a lot, but it's definitely doable. 60 is fine for a controller, 120 is for mouse. I'm not saying that 60 is bad, but I hate that it's so, like, accepted at this point for console games to not be able to, like, run their higher fidelity settings at 60 FPS. Like, why do we need to push so hard to make your game look like that? Just to sell. It's fine. It's fine. Or sorry. That's not how I meant to phrase it. That's not how I meant to phrase it at all. Why do we have to push so hard for visuals that we have to make an entirely separate mode to make the game run in a way that games ran in 2002? Why is that a thing? That's the big thing for me. Like, performance mode is fine, but why do we need an entirely separate system just to make games reach the standard that they reached over 20 years ago? That's what's crazy to me about the whole, like, performance mode versus fidelity mode or whatever it's called. DMC5 has enemies with cleavers too. DMC5 steals from DMC2. Not this bit again. Not the whole every DMC game afterwards took great ideas from DMC2. Not this again. I don't know if I can handle this bit a second time. If I'm gonna give one thing to DMC2 overall, I think its art style is good. I don't like it as much as what Devil May Cry normally goes for. But considering that it exists like in its own vacuum, where this is the only time that they did this weird, like much darker and somewhat like, at least look at like Lucia in the lighting, almost like cell shaded kind of look. Not properly cell shaded, but like there's a little bit of that kind of lighting technique going on some of the character models. I think the game looks really cool until you see it in motion. And then things start to fall apart a little bit where you're like, oh, why does every enemy just kind of like stand still for the most part? And then every once in a while they decide they're randomly going to attack. Oh, also DS. I don't think you were here at the beginning when I said it. I'm officially a Panda main. For anyone who wasn't here at the very beginning of the stream, who knows about my Tekken antics, I'm a Panda main going forward. I have played like 3 hours of Panda on ranked in total. I'm up to Destroyer at this point and very close to Vanquisher. Like I'm on the high end of Destroyer. I'm almost into orange ranks with Panda. I played Jin for like almost 3 weeks and my peak rank was Warrior. I like plateaued in Warrior. I just couldn't figure out how to get myself higher consistently. Panda Ascendant. Bro, it's so weird that Panda, of all the characters in Tekken 8, is the character that I like picked up kind of as a joke. But then I actually like very naturally have clicked with the character. And I know why. It's because Panda is a mental game character. And it's a very specific mental game that I'm very good at. Panda plays best when you are playing Panda in a toxic, memey way. Panda plays best when you're throwing out that charge attack low that hits for 60 damage. Panda plays best when you're kind of just rubbing it in the opponent's face that you're winning and doing meme shit like laying down on the ground and then just low jabbing at them out of bear stance. Panda does best in those scenarios. Panda is a complete like meme character that you need to fully lean into being a toxic bitch and just being like, yeah, I'm beating your ass with the panda bear. What are you gonna do? I'm better at Tekken. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm jabbing your feet. Oh, I'm doing little bear things. Oh, this is really bad for you. You should maybe press a button to get out of this. Oh, you pressed a button, I jabbed, and it's a launcher. Panda has a string that is 1-1-1. Neutral, no directionals, no timing. 1-1-1 is a jab string, 10 frame starter, jab string that launches. Panda is toxic as fuck. And you just kind of have to lean into it. And when you lean into it, it works wonders. I have never had people in yellow ranks just mash buttons so hard at me on Jin. I have like the most defensive players that I come up against as Panda. Within 2 rounds, they're mashing because they don't know what to do. Because they're getting pissed off at the panda bear. It's wonderful. People fear PETA. I love Panda. I didn't think that I would genuinely love playing Panda as much as I do, but Panda is a blast. This bear cannot be stopped. The Dragunov mains have had no clue what to do. Dragunov's victors, they don't know what to do. I throw out like 1 low parry and then like the 60 damage charge attack and they just completely freeze up. Like they genuinely They don't know how to respond. That sucks. Oh, thank God, more are spawning. So yeah, be afraid for the next open lobby stream, everyone, because Panda is crazy. I'm imagining the same vibe as the donkey video. It feels like you're in the donkey video. It does. When I'm playing Panda on ranked, I feel like I'm that video. You and I are going for a date, a Tekken date? No, I smash the fish out of your hand and then I whoop your ass. It is genuinely, like, the way that Donkey is playing seems memey, but I have now learned that that's how you I got hit twice. God damn it. That's how you play the character. Like, that's actually just how the character is played. That's when the character plays at their best, is when it's just full, like, mental game doing weird bear shit and people have no clue what's going on. I should probably go rewatch the Donkey video and see what he's doing. Genuinely, because didn't he get up to, like, the top of orange ranks in just that one video? If you perform an attack repeatedly, style will be reduced by 50%. People have genuinely data mined this, haven't they? Like, I've been trying to figure out from experience. This sounds like they've just read through the code. He got to red ranks in that one video. I mean, I know it's a montage, but it was like 2 days after the game came out. So the guy genuinely, like, he picked up the bear on like day one. He was like, all right, it's time to play some Tekken. And he just started doing random toxic shit on ranked and he got up to red. That's hilarious. Because the other people who are getting up to red in like day 2 of the game are returning players, right? Beginners aren't doing that. What beginners are doing in Tekken 8 is they're getting enough playtime regardless of their skill on ranked to get up to warrior, to get up to yellow ranks, and then instant plateau. Like, that is the new player experience on Tekken 8. I know one of my buddies who is new to Tekken with this game. It's his first Tekken game. It's exactly what happened to him. Like, first few days, he shot straight up to warrior because all you need to do is just play the game. And then as soon as he got to warrior, like, it took him a week to get up to assailant. Which is fine. Like, it doesn't really matter how long it takes you to get there as long as you eventually get there. But I'm just saying that Donkey getting to red ranks in like 2 days of the game being out says that he's actually pretty damn good at the bear. At least that's how I interpret it. And the thing is, too, Kuma and Panda are nearly identical. So, like, if I wanted to play Kuma, I could do the exact same pretty much. Kuma, I would probably say, is better than Panda. Because, like, the biggest difference between the two of them is when Panda's in heat, she gets that crazy, like, Xiao Yu flying kick move. When Kuma's in heat, he gets electrics. Other than that, I think their movesets are basically identical. I don't know of any differences between the two of them specifically outside of that. Switch to Yoshi, and I'm now on Assailant a lot faster, even though I can't play him well. There's definitely a value to the meme characters, especially early on in the game like this, where everyone is either new or just, like, everyone, even if they're a returning player, is still trying to figure out what's going on in this game. So you've got this character who does all this wacky shit. They play nothing like the rest of the cast. That's where you get a lot of value out of just the pure knowledge gap. Where it's like, you've even got some weird characters who play completely different, like Steve. But Steve still has like a pretty simple game plan that's similar to everyone else's, except for he's just like, go for counter hits, right? That's like his big thing that it stands out, but he generally plays like everyone else. The Bears are just like, what the hell is this person doing? There's a lot of E ranks in the Puya room. I think they're called Puyas. Puya. To me, that's a Puya, because I don't know what else to call that. Puya is probably how it's said, but even that just doesn't sound right. But with these guys, it really, like, even if I try to do melee combos, I can't get shit out of these guys because you can't consistently string them together since they're flying enemies. So best approach is really just shoot them down and move on. Pandas are never in heat. That's why they go extinct. I find it so funny that we as humans are like actively trying to get the pandas to have sex with each other so that they don't go extinct. I find it hilarious that that is like actually a thing that we have to do to prevent, like, pandas would probably be extinct by now, or at least significantly closer than they already are, which if you don't know is pretty close. Like, it genuine, like, solid amounts of effort from us have gone into just getting the pandas to have sex with each other so that they don't go extinct. Because otherwise they just won't do it. They just will not. They refuse. And it's weirdly hilarious. Like, sad, but also just what? You have a 1.8 second pause? Yeah, it's super tiny. The rolls and stuff though are what what's it called? Are what keep it up. And also if you hit an enemy with a projectile, like the throwing knives, that will also pause the timer. Which is why you see me roll spamming in every fight and why the combo's on screen the whole time. Hitting a projectile will reset the timer. Rolling will just pause it, or dodging rather. Often squish their babies by accident. Like, it's awful, but it's just like how... If it weren't for us, pandas would probably be extinct. Genuinely. If it weren't for the efforts of humanity, pandas probably would not exist anymore. Full seriousness, I don't think they would. Do you think we only keep them alive because they're cute? Because, like, hear me out. What if alligators were in the exact same scenario? Like, going extinct because they refuse to reproduce. And even when they do reproduce, like, they're terrible parents, their babies die incredibly often. Do you think that we would save alligators the way that we have put so much effort into saving, like, koalas and pandas? Because koalas have, like, a similar thing. They're going to be extinct if we don't prevent it, right? Do you think that we would save the alligators this way? Because I don't know if we would. Full honesty, I do not know if we would. Oh my god. Please stop. Once again, I went to taunt. only make the effort because they're adorable. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I think that that's the only reason we've put so much effort into it. It might sound like I'm joking, and I mean, I'm partially joking, but not really. I just got an achievement for achieving an S rank. Yeah, that spoiled the surprise. One down for Lucia. One down. Lucia, I don't know. You know what, chat? Here's how we're gonna decide how to pronounce her name. I'm making an executive call. The first person in this campaign, in Lucia's campaign, the first person to say her name is the one who pronounced it correctly. That's what I'm saying. All right, from this point on, the first person to say her name out loud, they got it right. I posted on Discord. Hold on. Check it out later. Is it about her name? Oh God, it's in memes. No, this is gonna be a meme. Oh, Panda. Top 7 Panda cheese commercials. It's not cheese, all right? It's not cheese. Now here's the extra fun thing about DMC2. For those who weren't here for the first round of Dante S ranks, we don't want to upgrade her weapons. Or Dante's. Same thing happened in Dante's campaign. We don't want to upgrade the weapons. Here's the reason. With the style average in this game being so shit, we need the enemies to stay alive, and on normal, they just really don't stay alive. So, if we upgrade the weapons and they start dealing more damage, we don't want that. So plain and simple, we don't upgrade them. The ranged weapons we might at some point, just because of getting through like certain bosses or whatever more quickly. But the melee weapons especially, we will not. We will not touch them. Prove yourself before the winged goat. Okay, hold on. I need my list of collectibles up for this run. Practice run again, for the record. Just so that everyone's on the same page. Okay. There is a weapon in this level. And the first orb fragment, there's only 2 on this one. There were 4 in mission 1. The first blue orb fragment is where we find the weapon. I do think the art style of this game isn't bad. I think the game looks cool in its own, you know, Devil May Cry 2 way. Oh, he did not go with me. Oh, and once again, I tried to taunt. Is apparently French. How do the French pronounce it? That's a great question that I do not know the answer to. I'm not French. That went well. I'm standing by my rule. The first person to say it in this campaign, they're the ones who say it right. And she did not introduce herself to Dante. Downgrade from DMC1. I think the like fidelity is lower. But I think the art style has some things going for it. I definitely, like I said before, I don't prefer this art style to like the other games in the series. But I think it looks good. I think it's got its own unique appeal. Look, I'm trying to give the game something, okay? I'm putting in an effort. I'm really trying here. Son of a bitch. I got my wings. This was a cool thing in DMC2, right? We can fly. I'm finding some things. Not a whole lot, but there are things. Oof. Oh, okay, there's more. There's more. He fell. No more. Where the hell are we going? Oh, there's an orb. Wait, what? Orb fragment. I saw the orb fragment. Uh-oh, that killed it. God damn these wall runs, man. Have I found the fun yet? Yes? Hello, Nemo. We finished 20. And here we are. To find something positive. Look, I'm giving it my best. There's supposed to be a weapon around here? Floating in the air next to the platform. Okay. Thrown. New throwing weapon. No, I do not like this new throwing weapon. I do not. I'm sure they have their uses, but that's a pretty quick no, at least compared to the throwing knives. You know, much more direct, much better. Trying to convince me or yourself. It's up to interpretation. Lucia. I stand by my rule. And I would normally say it Lucia. Like if I encountered the name in the wild, like say, just for pure sake of example, because even this is kind of ridiculous, but sorry. For the second one, it says next to the Arcana Spada. Figure out what that is as we go, I think. But if someone had like a name tag on and it said Lucia, I would read it Lucia. Like if I found it just out in the blue, like I would think that person's name is pronounced Lucia. But in this game, the majority of characters say Lucia, but in almost equal amount of characters say Lucia. It just depends on who the character is in this game, on how they pronounce it. So like, I don't know. Who thought this was a good idea? Floating DT smack orb. Dante found his DT at 8. Can we talk about the fact that Virgin got his DT at 8 years old and Dante apparently didn't get it until 19? Is Dante a late bloomer or was Virgil early? A completely genuine question. we don't really have much reference to go on there. In all reality, we don't. Is this a boss? Oh, it's you. I saw the orb in there. Okay. Oh, okay. First boss of her campaign, you guys. It's reused from Dante's. Devil May Cry 2, everyone. Oops. Yeah, those don't work. I don't like those. This is actually pretty cool. Her DT projectiles are sweet. Like, in all honesty, they are very cool. They've got a solid amount of hit stun. They're very crowd control oriented, which is super different to Dante in this game, who just has the big old minigun hands. You know, just melt the enemy you're looking at hand. Kind of Souls. It kind of does. It kind of has like a Dark Souls-esque look to it. It's like Dark Souls on the PS2. Now that you say that, it's weird how much this kind of looks like Dark Souls if it was made on the PS2. In terms of just like the architecture and the enemy design and stuff. Oh, that's kind of weird. Now that I'm thinking about it. One of the holy relics that were once used to seal a great demon. He activated DT on instinct to survive. Definitely. You know, Dante was a bit of a mama's boy. For sure. By comparison. Okay. Clear time was already an S. We need more orbs. Silver, do you know how long I have for this one? What's my time limit on this? This seems very doable. Maybe, depending on how much time I have. We can farm hella orbs on this mission. 9 minutes. Fuck. Okay. 9 minutes is cutting it a little close. Although, now I know where I'm going. Holy cutscenes. Well, once I finish mission 2, we've got a lot to look forward to story-wise, because everyone knows that DMC 2 has a great story, right? Okay. 9 minutes. I will shave some time just knowing where we're going. Damage was D. That's a big issue, potentially. We can farm some orbs where I find the darts. Like the platform below it spawns enemies every time you re-enter the area, and the platform above it is considered a different area and does the exact same thing. I could farm some orbs right there. He really wouldn't like Trish. He wouldn't. Virgil would probably be kind of pissed that Trish looks like that, wouldn't he? Considering that Virgil's also a bit of a mama's boy. Virgil's entire villain arc is based on his mom dying. They're both mama's boys. Dante is only alive and I guess a late bloomer with his DT because his mom protected him. And then Virgil's entire villain arc is based on my mom died protecting my dumbass brother and I hate him for it. They're just a couple of mama's boys. That's all. AZ Master, thank you for the sub. I really liked that Southern girl. What was her name? Shit. I forget her name all the time. I like her too. I know a lot of people didn't. I thought she was fun. Nico, thank you, Nico. I think she's great. A lot of people said she was annoying. I just thought she was funny. Like, she is kind of annoying, but it's done in a way where it's not genuinely irritating. I'm just leaving. Oh, hold on. I need my darts. Oh. All we got when we were 8 years old, I guess. When you put it like that, it does kind of make sense. Uh-oh. That's one way to do it. Guys, the combos in DMC2 are really fun. All right, these are really, really good combos. Did you just see him try to hop back up? He's doing his best. He put his all into it. You gotta give him something. Oh shit. That doesn't help anything. Try to keep them on the platform from this point on. Who knows? Might help out a little bit. We got the S. Question is, do I have time to farm these orbs? Because I 100% need to farm these orbs. But question is, can I afford to? Time will tell. No, Lucia. Okay. Not our stylish average girl. Come on. Keep that shit up. You're doing great. Oh, that's the ceiling. Hello. Still going. There we go. Oh, I know how to do the combos. In terms of ranking though, like playing for S ranks, I mean, doing all of that is completely impractical. because the way that the system is made, you just need to get up to S rank as quick as possible and then hold it. And by far the most effective way to do that is to spam Stinger as Dante or the Axe Kick as Lucia. And just continually spam it for max style points, because it produces so many more style points than any other move that even with the fall off for repeating it, it's still like your most consistent fast way to build style. You see that? That's all it takes. Oh, what a bitch. That just killed the run, didn't it? I still can't even beat Nello Angelo in DMC1 after 10 years. You've got it. I'm telling you, this next time, you got it. This gameplay doesn't look stimulating. It is not in the way that it should be, but it is. Oh, well. What can I say, chat? I'm just a bit of a natural at DMC2, clearly. I'm just goated with the sauce like that. I did not think that was an S rank. But as you can see, stylish average S. That was peak style for Devil May Cry 2. Axe kick, axe kick, axe kick. Just, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Would be the most efficient? Oh, good to know. When you say air first phase, is it literally just the uppercut? Oh, speaking of sexy, hello. DMC2 Dante has arrived. This is the true peak of combat. It really is. They should have used the subtitle here, because it would be accurate. This is the best combat system I've ever seen in a game. The DMC2 story.
Mathieu? Good grief. They really made a big mess, didn't they?
Please say her name. Please say it. I want to hear it. Whatever you...
It took him a while to find this place. Oh, you have arrived, son of Sparta.
It's the same cutscene from Dante's story. The cutscene that plays after Mission 1 in his story.
You knew him?
Oh, it's the same scene.
Oh, yes. We are the guardians of this land, Vidumali.
There hasn't been an original cutscene yet. We're going into Mission 3.
Son of Sparta, we must ask this favor of you.
Next time we hear her name is Mission 9.
There's a man who
How does it take that
transformed
long?
our land into a demon's paradise.
Colton
His
DMC4.
name
Oh,
is Arius.
that's true.
And although he is the president of an
I think the character designs in DMC2 are great.
he uses the demon power. Please deal with Arius and his master.
The character designs are great. I can give it that. The coin! The stupid...
Looks
Oh,
like it's your lucky day.
no, it's not. You're lying, Dante.
I'm very pleased.
It's any other day with that goddamn coin of yours.
If you are successful, I will tell you a story about your father, son of Sparta.
The double-sided coin.
You obtain
Oh,
the other Arcanus, my dear.
original cutscene.
Now we have only one piece remaining. I believe that it is in the ruin.
I know.
I know. Walks away. What? 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 I know. Just fucking leaves. She's just out of there. Okay. All right. Sure, why not? Refuses to elaborate. I know, Mom. Gosh. Fucking walks away. I can't believe that. That was just genuinely, like, very unintentionally funny. The coin is, for anyone who hasn't played DMC2, because it gets revealed in Dante's campaign. I'm sure they'll do it in her disc as well, but on stream we played it. It gets revealed at the end of the game that Dante's coin that he flips, where he does like the two-faced thing of, oh, will I help you or won't I? And he flips the coin to decide. It's a double-sided coin. Both sides say yes. So anytime that Dante flips the coin, he already has decided that he's going to help them, and he just does it to fuck with them, I guess. Like, that's the only reason. He just does it to mess with people. He has no actual reason to flip the coin whatsoever. In the area with the Messiahs, the naming in this game, jump on top of the second higher platform jutting out of the wall, and you will find a full blue orb. Again, practice run / finding the collectibles and where they are, figuring out the routing and where I can do combos, that sort of thing. See, in Dante's disc, there's an orb right here, because this is another reused level, seemingly. I'm sure something will be different, but this is even like the same starting point as... Wait, we time skipped. She walked into the ruin after Dante, but when you play as Dante, this level comes after he goes through the ruins. This is after she already just walked through the entire ruins. We time skipped to after the ruins that she walks into. You guys, this story set someone's expectations lower. It's just really weird to me. Skipped a level? Yeah, we're just reusing another Dante level, but we skipped one. Is it gonna do the same bit? Oh my god, this is not worth repeating. This is just infuriating. The way that we did it as Dante, though, we just fly over it. It's not worth dealing with all the fire, like, at all. I learned the hard way through a lot of trial and error. I'm not doing that. Where's my combo? Hello? There it is. Oh, the goat makes everyone despawn. That's right. Forgot. I used to leave the goat alive so that I could actually get a combo there after killing him. Or before killing him, rather. So this is where Dante fights the boss, and then the level would end for him. Oh. Cleamore. Swords with wide range? Wide range? Is that longer? Wide range. They're longer. They're visibly way longer. So we've already found a better melee weapon for her in mission 3. It's taken from the comics. DMC2 is the only game that references it, probably because no one liked it. I mean, it's just kind of dumb, isn't it? Am I the only one who's like, if the coin doesn't matter... And he never, at least in the game, like, gives any sort of mention to why he does it. He genuinely reveals at the end to Lucia that it's a double-sided coin, But he never says why he does it. He just shows her the coin. After defeating the Messiahs, destroying a blockade and going forward, there will be 4 ledges in the another mountainside. Even the wiki can't be well written for this game. The orb fragment is found on the highest one. It's up on the mountainside where it is for Dante, too. Oh my god, this is... Okay. They literally have just combined the missions together. This is a whole separate mission from that first bit when you play as Dante. Here, they've just been merged into one continuous thing. Interesting. It's not like a good or a bad thing. It's just I wasn't expecting it. I didn't even realize until just now. But yeah, this is Dante's mission 4, I think? Yeah, I think the mission previous is his mission 3, and this is his mission 4, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, God. And I dropped the combo. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There's a bunch of you down here. No D rank. No D rank. Shit. D rank. It's a practice run anyway. The time requirement is normally so bad on these first runs regardless that I'm not too worried about it. This seems like a longer mission considering how much ground I am covering here. Oh, there goes another combo. Come on. Shit. Comes out of nowhere, relates to nothing, and has no meaning. Yes, the coin is just very, like, out of the blue. No reason to be there. Like, even if Dante just stated, like, I do this because blank, it could be the dumbest reason, but he would have a reason? Right? He doesn't. He never says anything about it. So I'm left here to assume that he just does it because he likes screwing with people and making them think that he's an asshole when he's not. But he's kind of just doing his whole, like, depressive edgelord thing in this game anyway, so I guess it fits. Yeah, it's the same place it is for him. That's... And then there's 2 secret rooms. After entering the giant door at the far end of the area, interact with a mural of a seahorse rider. He would be the reality of it is that he's a nice guy and that he helps people just because he wants to. But the image that he gives off is like, I don't really care. I'll just let the coin decide. Because for whatever reason, he wants to give off that image in this game, which is so nothing like Dante and any other DMC material. It's just, it's weird. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't know what the deal with the coin is. Even if it came from the comics, like, did they explain it more there? Because in context, if you're only looking at the games like I do, right? It's just random and stupid. It's like the Halo 5 thing, where Halo 5's story, if you have, like, all of the lore knowledge and stuff from the books, like the Halo novels, is actually supposed to be good. But if you don't, you spend the entire game just going, what the hell is even happening? Why are they doing all of this? And none of this makes any sense, and I've played every game. It's like, well, yeah, but have you read the novels? It's stuff like that. I do not like, I'm fine with expanded material. It's not that I dislike the existence of expanded universe material or anything. The issue is when you put like the expanded universe stuff that come from entirely different forms of media into like the main series, and you expect people to know what is happening. Like, you expect that everyone will have read the novels or the comics or whatever it might be, depending on what you're talking about. Even with the expanded lore, Halo 5 sucks. I've heard people say that it's at least a lot better if you've read the books. And so I generously take them at their word. I haven't heard anyone say that like, oh, it's actually amazing if you've read the books. But I've heard them say that it's better. So I'll believe it. But you know what is even worse as a decision with the Halo 5 story? The decision to just act like that story never existed and completely throw everything from it out the window for the sequel. Because people disliked it, you're like, oh, okay, let's just make it so that this game effectively never occurred. That's an even worse idea. But I guess that's what Devil May Cry did as well, isn't it? They even shuffled the timeline around retroactively so that you didn't have to worry about DMC2 or what happened in it. So I guess it's not all that different. DMC or Star Wars. Star Wars has a similar thing from time to time. Star Wars, it's kind of like, none of the book knowledge is like necessary material in Star Wars, but they have done the thing with like I'm trying to think of a good example with Star Wars, because I know these examples exist. Hold on, where's this extra one? Above the door to the boss area, interact in the corner. I'm glad that I read that when I did. It's one place to put a secret room. Sure. Why not? It said boss area. Do we have to fight this stupid ass tentacle boss? How are we gonna do it without the rocket launcher? Wait. The only way that we managed to do this boss with an S rank on Dante was by going and getting the rocket launcher and coming back to cheese it. That's fine. We're not going for rank right now anyway. That's an a-hole move. This is a crazy secret room spot, isn't it? Oh, maybe the spread shot, the darts might actually be good. You're not wrong. Now that you say that, the darts might be the key. Shit. It's a good thing we're not playing for rank right now. But just Jesus Christ. This game. You can't launch the golems. So the other kick becomes even less applicable here. Oh my god, that is crazy range. Once you've broken their arms and stuff off, it's not bad. Oh, you can launch them. Wait, what? A spread shot might be good. I'm probably, if it's the same boss, which I'm assuming it is, because so far the mission 2 boss was reused. Oh my god. Okay. After this practice run, we're going to go to YouTube. And we are going to see how other people have S-ranked this mission. It's how we learned way back when to use the rocket launcher to cheese it. So it is what we will use now to figure out what to do. Oh, I had the right weapon. After they've been disarmed and beheaded, they can be launched once. Seems like. What a royal shit show this is gonna be with no rocket launcher, huh? This might be the first mission in the game where it's like, okay, we're gonna go and get something from later on and we'll come back once we have mission select. Mission 1 and 2 were both pretty easy. Mission 2 was especially easy, actually. It took 2 tries. This is the first time that I'm kind of sitting here and I'm like, this was such a bitch on the last run that I think it's gonna be worse here. This might be the first comeback with mission select mission. Calm before the storm. Yeah, things are getting worse. The spread shot's not really doing much or other than just dealing less damage. I thought that was a good idea. It seemed like a great idea at first. To be honest, even if the like efficient method to S rank this boss is to just upgrade the throwing knives for the damage, that would be fine. Mission number 3. I'm still probably gonna look it up myself just to see it. Because with stuff like this, seeing is often better than envisioning. What a terrible boss. For anyone who's like, why don't you just run up and hit it? It deals so much more damage, please. The thing with this boss fight is you see that little purple cloud? Poison gas. Knocks you down on hit and obviously just deals a ton of damage. And poisons you. Deals lingering damage. Boss is terrible. Has insane defense up close and at range. It's just a pain in the ass. The only way we did it with S rank in Dante's campaign was we went to the end of the game, got the rocket launcher, maxed the damage out, came back. Which is why I'm now really worried about doing it in this campaign. Like, very worried. Because I doubt that Lucia's also going to get a rocket launcher. I don't have a lot of faith in that. Call me crazy. Shit. I just realized that if I clear the mission and I tab out to watch YouTube, it's going to crash the game. And I won't know whether to save or not. So, it's not ideal. But I'm going to look it up on my phone real quick. I'm going to see what they do. I'm going to see if we have the equipment to do it. If I don't, I'll just come back. Mission 3, S rank clear. What's the strat? Oh? Hold on. We might have actual skillful things going on. So, what this person is doing is they're sitting in the corner with the throwing knives. How did they... Wait a second. Hold on. I gotta go, like, way back. They are doing some shit. I'm gonna try to just verbally describe it to make this as good as it can possibly be. So they run to the exact corner that I'm in as soon as the boss starts. And they find there's like a weird sweet spot that they manage to get in where the lock-on shifts to the actual boss and not the tentacle. And it stays on the actual boss and not the tentacle. And whenever the tentacle is gone, which they're also doing axe kicks whenever it's like recovering from trying to attack, they are using DT to fly in and get like a couple hits and then leave to the corner again. They're using the throwing knives and the same swords as me. So this is something that we can do here. It's not something we have to come back later for. This run will not be it. Oh my god, there's a way to do that? Wait, I lost it. No, give me boss. Okay, I took a hit. I stayed there too long. The same one I put in Discord. I don't know. Maybe. If it's the first thing that comes up on YouTube. Damn that gas. Because I have to do this no damage, keep in mind. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, I know how they're... Oh, that's how they get it to stay. Ooh, that hurt. What the fuck did I just do? I just gotta figure this tentacle out. See, I don't even know. Like, for them, boss never breathed gas on them when they went in. Oh, shit. So the finicky part, sorry, I kind of was like, oh, that's how you get the targeting to stay? You have to just get yourself in a spot where it targets her, and then hold the lock-on button for like the entire fight to stay locked onto her and not the tentacle. But then there's some... It makes it really weird and wacky to try to attack the tentacle. Oh, hold on. Oh, we're getting places. Oh, this was a bad... Yeah. That was a mistake. We're getting places with this. Shit. It's gonna take a little more finesse to get there. Little trial and error, perhaps. But we're certainly getting places. Yeah, so if the boss starts breathing gas, I cannot go in. But if given the opportunity, I know to go in with DT. And that's why they go into the corner, isn't it? That's why they run back to the corner when the tentacle comes out. Starting to make sense a little bit. The boss seems to breathe gas at me every time. Are they doing something that I'm not? Did I miss part of it because I didn't know what to look for? Such a weird strategy to feel out. This was not the time. See, I lost my combo now. And I got hit. Watch a video? I did watch a video. I'm gonna have to watch it again. Because I seem to be missing part of it. At the very least, knowing that it's not an equipment problem is kind of nice. Yeah, there's definitely a part that I'm missing here. I can just kill her. What am I missing? Let me go back to watching a little bit. Actually, I can pull it up on the screen. Oh, see, but we don't get the motorcycle. Okay. I just Alt F4'd it. It's gonna crash anyway. This is a different person. They're doing something entirely different. This person. 2-4. That's definitely how you're supposed to say it. What are they doing? This is a different video for the record. How the hell do you do the little spinny? Okay, see, they just took damage. Hold on. Right? Unless I saw that wrong? Did they not? Oh no, they just naturally dropped the combo. Okay. Oh my god, you can run straight in anyway. And you can attack the bottom. Not as efficient damage-wise. Are they going to go all the way to the corner? Yeah, in case of the bubble, I think, is the reason they run all the way out. Right? Damn. So the S rank strat for this really is sitting in the corner. Why the air kicks? I feel like they're trying to play for some visual flair as well. It seems like they're trying to get some extra skillful looking play out of this by going for like the air kicks and the big spinny thing and all that. I don't need that. I need the efficient strat to just get me past this stupid ass boss. Extra style like visually. This is the one I just watched, Devil's Cry, and I've used his a lot for DMC2. He got me through a lot of DMC2 Dante stuff. Oh my god. Okay, so he gets here super fast. In 4 minutes. Loud ass keyboard. I type loud too, it doesn't help. Here's the one that I saw. Goes for the lock-on the boss. Goes for the rolly kicks on the tentacle to get the style. The freestyle. I feel like doing a combination of the two is best. Oh, wedges into that corner to go for the DT attacks. Gets a couple, dips out. I feel like I like this strategy more overall, but I definitely learned something from both. I think I'll more closely replicate this. And see, they've even got time to just sit there and do throwing knives for DT. Oh! Hold on. DT fills up here. I also saw them doing that. You can melee attack the bubble, and for whatever reason, it gives you style. The gas is off if the tentacle is out. The, like, surrounding gas, yes, but then she starts doing the breathing gas, which is why you've got to, like, jump up in that corner to go for the attacks. I see what's going on now. All right. I've researched. I'm not exactly a visual learner. I am primarily a kinetic learner, which is fancy speak for, did the game get louder? Oh, now it sounds fine. It was really loud for a second there, I swear. Fancy speak for rather than learning by being told what to do or seeing what to do, I most quickly learn by just trial and error, like hands-on approach. So this probably won't be the run. Could be the run. Probably won't be. I need a DT upgrade. So hold on. Give me purple orb. Need to get my Yoshi above your panda. I'm telling you, my bear is unstoppable. You cannot stop the bear. I got an S on orbs last time, right? That is that's a quick reset right there. That's we got off to a great start. We really did. This is an obnoxious reset to have to do. Skip like 3 cutscenes and then buy my orb and then we go every time. Jesus Christ. Welcome to DMC2, everyone. Learn by doing, brah. I think it's a bit of a stupid person thing. I don't know. I don't know why it is. Because some people are like, oh yeah, if I just like hear about it, like if you just speak it to me, like I will internalize it. I'm not like that at all. I learn better by seeing. Best is just actually doing it. Welcome to hell. Is that Jester saying it? Everyone's favorite DMC3 character, Jester. Son of a bitch. What a bastard. No, you do have to quit out in this game. I don't remember why, but you do. Because I remember we tried to use restart and it didn't work for something. Right? Right? He out Dante's Dante? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No one out Dante's Dante. Except for maybe Nico in 5. Have you seen her drive that RV? Come on. Maybe she does, but no one else. It's purely the way that she drives the RV, by the way. It's my only stated reason. It's my only source on this one. But I think it makes her a pretty worthy competitor. We're back to DMC2. We have certainly made it back to DMC2. What if we just killed the goatling? What if I just killed the goatling and I tried to pull the style up elsewhere? That's what I'm starting to think I'm gonna do. Resetting every 1 minute, and it's not fun. Much like speedrunning. I mean, what? I didn't hear anything. I tried to taunt again. Speedrunning is a hell of RNG. It's why I don't like speedrunning at all. Like, I've messed around with it for a little bit. It's not very fun to just sit there and reset for like the ideal scenario once you've actually learned how to do things. Like, it's just genuinely not fun. I don't like it. It's fun to watch. It is not fun to do. Oh, I gotta remember. Okay, so there's that one. Actually, I do remember where all the orbs are. The blue orbs, I mean. Oh, thank God. Oh my. Okay, combos are certainly off to a start. Wall run killed it. Would it not be better to reset the way that the system works numerically? Resetting combos would be... Oh, no, it adds one to... Never mind. Because it's working off of an average system and not a point system. Can't restart. Have to quit. Have I emulated God of War 3? I haven't tried it on the new PC. I tried it on the old one, and it's not good. It's really not good. Like, it's just not worth it. It's a really not pleasant experience. Heard it's really hard. Yeah, I would have to try it on the new hardware again. I think my PS3 games are like all in the storage unit. I would have to go... I would have to drive to the storage unit to try it. It's probably the main reason I haven't done it. But yeah, on the old rig, it was really not pleasant. It's just not, because you have to gimp the game so much to get anything out of it too. Like, you have to disable all of its post-processing, which God of War 3, let me tell you, only looks good because of all that post-processing. The assets in that game are not great. They throw a ton of extra effects on it that you have to turn off using the emulator to get any sort of decent performance, and then the game looks like shit. And you've made the game look like shit to get like 27 frames per second on a mid-range PC. It's just not good. It's just really not good. It's not worth it. Just play it on PS3. It'll look better and run smoother on your PS3 still. It's not to the point where emulation is really a good idea for God of War 3. The HD collection isn't great, the PS3 one, I mean. I tried the HD collection. It has some issues, but it runs a lot. It runs a hell of a lot better than God of War 3 does. That one is fine. If you wanted to use RPCS3 for that, you could get a lot more out of it. For sure. That goddamn wall. I started wall running instead of dodging. It's amazing how good it looks. After seeing it with all the post-processing turned off, I don't think of the graphics as highly as I used to. With them, it does look really damn good for when it came out. Like, when you're playing it as it was intended. But once that illusion is shattered, It definitely changes your perspective on it a little bit. The actual assets aren't as good as you think they are until you've seen it with all the post-processing disabled. And you see what the assets actually look like on their own. And you're like, whoa. Whoa. Did the old God of War games hold up? Yeah, God of War 1 is a little rough to go back to. God of War 1 didn't age all that well, but God of War 2 and onwards aged very well, I would say. God of War 2 specifically has aged incredibly well. 2 is still, that's so painful. 2 is still definitely my favorite God of War game. Like on the whole. I haven't played 4 or Ragnarok, but from what I've seen of them, I don't think that either of them will take over as my favorite. They could. It could be one of those things where you gotta feel it in your hands, but seeing it with my eyes, I think 2, even after I eventually get to them, will like remain my favorite. 2 has the best story of them, of what I've played, at least. Because I can't really speak to the story of 4 or Ragnarok at all. I'm sure they're great, because people say they are. But 2 also has the best combat out of the ones that I've played. 3's combat is essentially God of War 2's, but the weapons just aren't as fun. In my opinion. We're back to this part of S ranking DMC2. Just got destroyed by Akuma. Bro, I'm telling you, these bears. The bears, at least in intermediate ranks, having played a good bit of Panda and being almost to orange ranks right now, I think the bears are genuinely getting slept on a lot right now. I've seen a lot of people saying that, like, okay, the lowest tier characters in Tekken 8 are B tier. Like every pro player who's doing their tier list right now and stuff, like a few weeks in with some experience, which obviously is still not going to be super accurate and blah, blah, blah. But from what I've seen, from what pro players are saying currently, they're putting the bears in B tier, and they're saying like the lowest tier of character in Tekken 8 is B tier because the balance is so good, which I would agree. That sounds about right. I don't feel like there's any character that's like, no, you should avoid this character because they're shit. It does feel like currently you could play anyone and be perfectly fine. But a lot of pro players are putting the bears in B tier, which is just the lowest tier that they're using right now, like across the board. And I'm telling you, these guys are sleeping on the bears. The bears have such crazy mind games that they're playing with you, and they hit hard. I mentioned it earlier. Panda has this, I mean, they both have the move, but I play Panda. Panda has this move that it's a charge move, to be fair. So it takes a bit of wind up, but you throw a bunch of jabs out and stuff, and you get people to respect you, wait to see what you're gonna do so that they can react and stuff, right? And then at the right moment, you bring out this big charge move. It's a low that hits for 60 damage. One attack. 60 damage. The bears hit really hard. They have a charged up, low hitting 60 damage move. Just the one move on its own. I have not found a way to combo off the move. It's a single hit. But when you're dealing 60 damage, you don't need to combo off of it because that's like full combo damage in one attack. The input's not difficult either. It's just a matter of knowing when you can actually throw it. And once you've got that figured out from a little bit of trial and error, I had someone rage quit against me after I threw it. I threw it the one time. They ate, like, you know, however much of your health bar that is. I don't even know. I'm also pissed that I lost my combo. Hold on. It's like 20% of your health bar or something, I think. 60 damage in one attack. Yeah, dude rage quit. Oh my god, they killed it. They killed the goatling. Eric, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Bear supremacy. I'm unironically becoming a panda main. I'm not even joking about it. Like, screw Jin. Jin is a blast in Tekken 8, for the record. If you're someone who looks at Jin and you see him in action and you're like, oh, that character looks fun, you'll like Jin, because he's fun. But having played Jin for a couple weeks and now getting a proper taste and learning how to play the bears, I think I'm a bear main. I've bounced around with Tekken 8 so far a lot. Tekken 7, Kazuya was love at first sight. Not just visually, like, you know, I played Kazuya a little bit, and I was like, dude, this is my character. Like, I love this shit. I picked up Jin as, like, my secondary, and I equally liked Jin. I didn't play him as much because of his much deeper complexity that made him a lot harder for me to play. Because I'm scrubby, you know, I'm not great at Tekken. So I didn't play Jin as much, but I liked him. He was my go-to, like, secondary character. In this game, I started with Kazuya, and I was like, oh man, they've done such good stuff to Kazuya. Love this guy. On, like, day 2, I played a bit of Jin. And I went, whoa, hold on. Hold on. Maybe I'm a Jin main now. I stayed a Jin main. Now I've played a bit of Panda, and I'm a bear main. MK1, I bounced off the game pretty quick because of the problem of I couldn't find any characters that I clicked with well enough to play, like, on repeat for hours on end. I thought all the characters in MK1, having literally tried every character, I found that every character in that game was, like, shallow and boring. Just not enjoyable to play on repeat. In Tekken 8, so far, every character that I've played, I'm like, this is my new main. I only play this character. Nice to see they're different now. Is the Grizzly still in love with Panda? Yes. Yes. Time spent being a Jin main is time wasted. No, I learned good things being a Jin main. Playing EU versus US and making it feel like local. The connection during the open lobby was, like, shockingly good. It really was. The fact that we had, like, Central US players and, like, Eastern Europe players in lobbies together, and the lobbies didn't feel like shit, is pretty amazing. Like, the netcode is genuinely really, really good in Tekken 8. Oh my god, please let me up this ledge. I'm flying. Hello? Huh? Get me up there. I'm gonna start sounding like the Korn vocalist in a second. I can't remember his name. It's not surprising that I can't remember his name. He's an obnoxious bitch. There! Jesus, there's something weird going on there. I was like clipping through the mountain a couple times. There's some weird barrier that prevents you from flying up there to grab it. There's something weird is going on with that orb. I've never struggled with it like that before, but all of a sudden something was going on. I have no intention of playing Asuka though. Don't worry. She's one of the few characters in Tekken 8 that I am not interested in playing. Because genuinely, like, every character that I see in the game, I'm like, oh man, that character looks like a blast. It feels like I have to use so much self-restraint to just not, like, try to learn a little bit of everyone. But to be fair, learning a bit of everyone is a very good way to improve at the game. So it wouldn't be like a waste of time or anything if I did. It's just, you know, it's maybe better to focus in, especially early on. I've learned enough about Dragunov just from the sheer amount of times that I've played against him on this goddamn game. To the point where my Panda Bear, last I played, was wrecking some Dragunovs on ranked, which was very fun. Incredibly good feeling to start killing the Dragunov mains. And we're talking like, not just winning, we're talking like, you know, 3-0s if they didn't get a round on me sort of wins. We're talking some real good wins. Because he's so weird to try to figure out when you're playing against him, and he hits so hard. He hits so goddamn hard. Someone told me that that he's now, like, he's taken over Reyna as the most played character. And it's entirely because of, like, tier list kids. Because he was never very popular in, like, Tekken 7. Sure, he had fans, but he was never, like, popular. But all of a sudden, he's, like, the busted character of the game. Like, the easy win, top tier character in the game. And everyone's playing him. Watched a combo video of his. He does almost full health. Yeah, I know he has like a 60% or something. Which in some fighting games is like, oh, that, you know, that sounds about normal. Cough, cough, MK1. But in Tekken, 60% is an insane combo. Characters don't just do 60% in Tekken. It's not a thing. Mokujin. Yeah, I all of a sudden with the bears, I'm like, okay, this is my main. I do bear things, like I roll around, I lay on my belly, and I throw little jabs. I have this big charged move that hits for a full combo's worth of damage just for the one move. Like, this is my character now. I do think that they are getting very slept on like tier lists and stuff. Genuinely, I'm not joking about that. Like, they're a meme character, so I think a lot of people are sleeping on it a little bit. Because they're meant to be like a comic relief kind of gimmick character. But dude, they're actually really good now. Take my word. Or don't, you know, more Panda for me. Less people playing Panda, less people who know how to play against Panda. But seriously, and they're not very hard to pick up. Like, I got to grips with the execution and, like, game plan of Panda really quickly after just picking her up. Way faster than with Jin or, like, way back in Tekken 7 when I played Kazuya and learned him for the first time. Way faster than that, for sure. It could just be that I'm a natural-born bear main. It's entirely possible. But I don't think so. I think they're just easy to pick up. Less moves. They have, I think, less moves than Jin and Kazuya. Yeah. But it's more just like once I figured out where to apply the moves, it just felt so, or rather, that's great. How little time it took for me to learn how to apply the moves is kind of like the biggest factor with it. Just how quickly I was able to figure it out. God damn it, how do I keep my combo going in there? Oh, the tentacles. Son of a bitch. I got hit again. Oh. God damn it. And I'm right in the gas. She jumps forward with lock on, which is crazy because that's not a thing Dante does. And now I know that that's what's happening with those weird jumps. Lucia has like a forward momentum jump. She can leap into enemies like that. God damn it, that tentacle. One too many times to pay them any mind. Yeah, I generally with fighting games, I do not. None of my buddies do either. My prowess dropped for some reason, bugged. I haven't heard anything about it. Could be. Okay. The tentacle there will attack me. I'm trying to experiment a little bit with like doing my own thing here. God damn it. The directional jumps while trying to hold the lock on her. Like that. Lucia has this weird directional jump that's not present for any other character in the entire franchise. So it's a little weird to me. It's a little foreign of a concept here. And I normally have no reason. I did something. I found the spinny. That is insane that she has that. Look at how far she goes. This directional jump is insane. I stopped enjoying some games because of them. I find that with tier lists, typically like the top, like the very top, not even just the whole like S tier of characters, but like, you know, the let's say like the 3 best characters in the game is normally accurate, and maybe like the 3 worst is normally pretty accurate as well. Everything in the middle is probably just inaccurate to some degree, to some varying degree. Like, who knows, depending on the game and who made the list and whatever. Tier lists can be kind of stupid in fighting games. And by they can be, I mean that they normally are. But the very top and the very bottom, it's normally so obvious who like the absolute best and the absolute worst are, that those are accurate. Like right now in Tekken 8, with it being like, yeah, Dragunov is the best character in the game. He kind of just is. He's so hard to read. He has mix-ups. He has 50-50s. He hits way harder than any other character in the game. Like, genuinely, he has the highest combo damage of any character. He's just the best by a long shot. I don't know who else is getting put as like the very best and the very worst, because I haven't been watching many tier lists or like paying much attention to them for Tekken 8. I think Devil Jin is supposed to be up there. Like, I think he's across the board generally considered like a top 3 or so. I don't really know. I know that like Street Fighter 6 tier lists at this point in the game, especially because it's been out for so long without a single balance patch since launch. I know that the top 2 characters in that game are Ken and JP. And I also played a lot of Street Fighter 6 last year, and yeah, like absolutely. Those are just, yeah, I wouldn't argue that at all. I also know that the worst in Street Fighter 6 is generally considered to be Lily, and I would probably agree with that too. Like, the absolute extremes normally are pretty good. Everything in the middle, not so much. If it was me, I would say the Bears, at least currently, with people like not knowing how to play against them, especially because Tekken 8 is selling like hotcakes and it's so many beginner players who have never played Tekken. No one knows what to do against the Bears because no one's playing the Bears either. At least in the current state, like in that set of circumstances, they're definitely in A tier. If it were my list, I would easily say A tier. People just don't know what to do. When I roll up with a bear and I start doing wacky shit, no one knows how to react to it right now. Like, I see so many people like either start mashing buttons and taking hits that they shouldn't and just giving me a win from it, or completely freezing up and just not really knowing how to react at all. Like, just genuinely sitting there trying to like wait for me to do something and then punish, but it doesn't really work when I'm playing the bear. I have too many really good options to mix up and stuff. At least I haven't seen anyone who's made it work yet. I've been going on wild win streaks with Panda and just climbing super fast. After getting stuck in yellow ranks as Jin for like a week, all of a sudden on the bear, I'm just zooming. Like, I'm about out of there. Maybe I'm just a natural born bear main. It's always possible that that's the case. I think the character is just good. I don't think it's me as much as it is just the character. I just killed my... Oh, no, we're good. Highest streak, I think 8. Not, like, insane. But for being in the rank that I've been stuck in for a week and getting, like, 8 win streaks, definitely crazy by comparison. Oh, god damn it. There goes a C rank. Great. These wall runs are awful. Especially because it's just, if you're near a wall and you press the dodge button, you will wall run. bad. It's bad. The game is bad. Don't know if anyone has heard, but Devil May Cry 2 is not that good. Oops, tried to taunt again. It's gonna take a bit for the DMC3 habit of taunting to break. That's unfortunate. Very much so. Of course, then someone shows up with the worst character and demolishes everyone. I mean, in any game that's balanced relatively well, if you're just that much better, then you can use the worst character and get success out of it. In Tekken 8, you definitely can. I don't even know who's considered like the actual worst in the game. But like, whoever it is, the fact that I don't know who it is means that you could definitely show up and win if you're just better at Tekken. But like, I know there's a legendary story from Tekken 7, like esports side of things, where some random guy showed up to like his first big tournament ever as Panda and won. Like, he cleared the entire tournament with the bear, and everyone was just shocked because he was playing a bear, and he beat, like, you know, pro players using top tier characters. It's possible. Oh, they killed the goatling. God damn it. This character is boring. I loved this game as a child, but this game is hard to handle today. It is definitely one of those games that if I played it when I was like, I don't know, 7, I would have thought this game was so cool. But then I would grow up and be like, oh my God, this game is terrible. God, what games do I have like that? What games did I love when I was a kid that ended up being bad? Like, really bad. I'm trying to think. Because I definitely, like, I know that there were games like that. But I can't really remember any, like, off the top of my head. Come on. There was definitely a game that I played as a kid and I thought it was good, but it wasn't. There are none this extreme that I can think of. What was your first Tekken? 7 was my first, but I've gone back and played most of them, like, retroactively. God, what games? I've got to have some that I just can't think of right now. I know for a fact that I have some. It's pissing me off that I can't think of any. What did I play a lot when I was a kid? Ooh. It's not like super, super young, but Ghost Recon Future Soldier. When I was younger, when that came out, I thought it was so fucking sweet. And then I go back now, and I'm like, man, it's okay. Like, it's fine. It's not terrible. It's not one of those. It's not this level of bad by any means. But, like, it's not that great either. I got a comment on a recent video where someone was saying they saw that Ghost Recon was an option for a future review series. And they were like, man, that is a series that will just get more and more depressing as it goes on. I don't feel like Ghost Recon gets progressively, I mean, it does generally get more depressing as it goes, for sure. But like, Wildlands has appeal. I never equipped the Cleamore. Forgot. Gun Survivor? I never played Gun Survivor when I was a kid. I still to this day haven't played it. I haven't gotten my hands on it. I think it's expensive as shit, isn't it? If I wanted to go back and buy it, it's gotta be really expensive, right? It's definitely gonna be one of those games that didn't ship many copies, especially Western copies. So it's just gonna be highly priced. I'm curious about it now, but I know that if I tab out of DMC2, it crashes because of course it does. On the remastered, like remastered in quotes, you know, not really, on the re-released HD collection, that's not even old at this point. It, of course, is the one game in the collection that that crashes if you tab out of it on PC, because it would be DMC2. Out of all of them, just makes sense. When I first got it, I thought cool in FPS RE. How wrong I was. To be fair, I didn't even play Resident Evil 7 when it first came out. I waited a bit because I looked at it after 6 and I thought, yep, this is gonna be a shit show. Like FPS game. They've got all the cheap streamer bait, you know, like, oh, so scary, Texas Chainsaw kind of stuff going on. I was like, this looks awful. I was wrong on that for sure. We run it. That's such a negligible amount of damage that it's still possible. Like, it is instantly into the A rank as soon as you take any damage, but if I just do it right, $50 to $100, yeah, that makes sense. To be fair, I recently spent, I mean, it's not like an insane amount, but I did recently spend $30 buying, and I went through the door. Okay, well that screwed me. Here, it's sitting next to me. Ace Combat 6. I just got off of eBay. But to be fair, like it is kind of like, ooh, I spent $30 for a 360 game, like what, 17 years later? But it's a complete in-box copy that is in perfect condition. Like, I kind of was skeptical, but I went for it anyway. It was like 29 bucks, I think. But then with shipping and all that, it was a little over 30. I think it was like $33 maybe that I spent on it. But it is complete in-box, has the manual and everything. The box isn't damaged. The disc had no scratches or anything. Isn't that easy to emulate? Yeah, I played it. I mean, what? I haven't played. All right, well, accidental leaks are accidental. I played it on Xbox One. God damn it, Cole. My mouth was too fast for my brain there. But I played it on Xbox One. I recorded it off of that, which worked. Game runs in 1080p. Doesn't run at 60 FPS like most, or not most, but like a lot of back compat games do on Xbox One, because the game's clock is tied to the frame rate, because developers used to think that was a good thing to do. Although I guess fighting games still do it, but fighting games just, you know, universally apply a frame rate for gameplay. Yeah, I guess it's the same thing. But for fighting games, I kind of get it. But the internal clock is tied to the frame rate in AC6. Not to like an extreme degree. I've seen it run at 60 on Xenia when I was looking into emulating it a bit. It's slightly faster. It's not like insane and game ruining, but it is faster. So if you want to play, you know, the game as it was made to be played. Oh, I did the spinny thing. I think it's pressing the stick to the side. I'm fairly certain at this point. Fuck. I saw it too. X is also 30. Yeah, X is the same way. It's the internal clock thing. So I had to play that at 30. Although, like, the thing with Ace Combat, 30 FPS feels really bad when you sit down to play it. But once you're like a few minutes into playing, it honestly, like, you stop even noticing it, which is true for a lot of games. But I found it to be especially true with the last couple Ace Combat games I recorded. Like, more than usual, after like 5 minutes of playing, I stopped noticing that it's at a lower frame rate anyway. A lot of games I would notice, like, the entire time. Ace Combat, I do genuinely forget after a few minutes. Obviously, it's a lot nicer if it's at 60, but if my eyes just adjust like that, I'll take it. ACX was a good game. Surprisingly good. Like, you know, PSP games, to be fair, there are a lot of good PSP spin-offs. It's not like they're just something that I expect to be bad, because I don't. Oh, for fuck. This mission. Okay. But definitely there are some pretty bad PSP spin-offs. And a lot of them. I would say the bad PSP games outweigh the good ones. So I was a little surprised when I saw, or when I played and was like, oh, this is actually good. The best Metal Gear is a PSP game is so some people say. Yeah. We'll see about that one. It's funny because I didn't know until yesterday that apparently Portable Ops is considered to be kind of a piece of shit by the Metal Gear fandom. I had no idea until yesterday. Oh. So I'm in an awkward spot where to get past the fire consistently. Okay, I mean, I know what the right choice is. If I want to get past the fire consistently, I need to buy an orb so that I start with full DT. But if I want to get through the boss more easily, I need to upgrade the throwing daggers just to make it go faster. I don't have enough for both. That's good. Peace Walker. It is what he's referring to. Oh, maybe jumping? Maybe jumping. No, jumping. DMC2. Why are we doing DMC2 again? Why did I say that I was doing every DMC game? If I do more DMC2 early on, it's out of the way. That's the thought that's going to keep me going through it. If I do it now, it's out of the way. I do have Dante Normal done. I've somehow already accomplished that. I've gotten 18 of Dante's S ranks so far out of 54, but I've gotten 18 of them. And so far, oh, fuck. I've gotten 2 of Lucia's. I'm thinking 42. 2 of 42 for Lucia. Never played a Metal Gear before? Oh, do release order. Do it. It's worth it. I know you look like it's easy to look at the MSX games and be like, ooh. And it's even easier to play the MSX games and be like, ooh. But it's worth it. Or you could, what I always say with release order is do release order. And if you don't like a game, you don't have to finish it. You can skip to the next one. That's normally just what I say for any game franchise. For Metal Gear, oh my god, the iframes don't even last long enough. It's such a small amount. Oh boy. For the main 6? You mean for the main 8, my friend. 8. There are 8 of them. There are 8 of them. There are 8. Because Metal Gear 2 isn't mandatory material for Metal Gear Solid. But if you've played Metal Gear 2, it definitely heightens that first experience with Metal Gear Solid. Oh wait, I found the new strat. Oh. Oh. You guys, this isn't as bad as I thought. Oh, come on now. Whoa! Don't drop this rank, please. We have a run. This run has started officially. We have an attempt here. This mission is such a pain in the ass, I might skip it, but I'll stick with it for a little longer. There were some on Dante's disc that I actually did skip and come back to because they were such a pain in the ass. I'll stick with ass. There weren't many, but there were a couple that I skipped purely because I started trying, and after like an hour of resets, I was like, you know what? I don't want to. I'll do it when it's mandatory to do it. Which is, I really should mix in the bad ones with the good ones. Like, it's worth sticking it out when it is a bad one, because then the easy ones get sprinkled in and I make progress faster than expecting, and that makes the whole process easier, just mentally, rather than doing all the easy ones and then marathoning the worst parts. Oh my god. All right, we reset the combo. It's fine. Plenty of Miss Iras. Nice kerning on the letters, once again. Come here, bitch! Dodge spam to keep the combo alive. I did almost say pain in the dick, yes. I wouldn't have been wrong. Just, you know, slightly less vulgar. I feel like ass is lower on the vulgarity tier list than dick, personally. I feel like ass is one of the least profane profanities. One of the most acceptable ones, one of the lighter ones, if you will. I mean, am I wrong? YouTube actually has a list. YouTube genuinely, and some people think that this is hilarious when I say it, for their ad-friendly guidelines, they do have like a genuine, clearly written out like tier list of swear words in terms of how much they will affect your monetization. Like and I think that ass is in the lightest tier. I think it's like ass and damn maybe are in the light tier. And then the mid tier is like dick and who knows what else. And then the high tier is like shit and the F-bomb, but I have to be tactical about my F-bombs because that one is a straight up lie. That one should be in its own like very high tier because YouTube very actively moderates for you saying the F-bomb, but shit is fine. You can kind of say it as much as you want for the most part. With exception, but generally, there's not much consequence to saying shit in a video or on a stream. The tier list is very funny to sit there and read, though. Oh, no swearing? Why? What's wrong with you? Why would you do this? The prices have not been updated, if that's what we're looking at, before anyone says it. You know why? Because I forgot. You said everything? Really only like the F-bomb, and then they have like an extreme tier that's reserved for like essentially like actual slurs. That they're just like, if you say this, instant no monetization. Fair. I guess that's probably why the F-bomb is in the same tier as shit. Or, I mean, what? I'm trying to save you. That's probably why, is just because it's not like instant loss of monetization. It can lead to loss of monetization, but it's not like if you use it, it's over immediately kind of thing. That's probably why it's not in like its own higher up tier. Even though the way that they actually handle it is different. It's not that substantially different, I guess. I don't have the patience to get right. Oh, I went right back into it too. To get ranks. I can't even imagine how it is on this game. On this game, it's bad. It's really... On DMC2, like we started today finishing DMC3 normal mode with the double S ranks, which was really brutal in terms of just how hard it was to get through it. But like it's DMC3, so the whole time, even when you're doing like the really frustrating bits, you know, it's DMC3. You can't like hate it. When it's this game and it's the really frustrating bits, it's a test of patience. And somehow I'm patient enough to have Dante's normal mode already fully S ranked. Thank God for the speedy heart. Sometimes you just need that. Did she jump higher too, or am I crazy? I think she gave a higher jump there at the end because of the speed heart. That's just lucky that that didn't hit me. At least they got that sweet Diesel collab. The Diesel collab is sweet. Dante's outfit with the Diesel collab, when I did Dante's disc and after I cleared it and was using mission select to wrap it up, some people were like, I don't know, man, like the jacket and jeans really Like, I don't know if it's the look for Dante. I thought it was great. I think that Dante looks amazing in both costumes in this game, to be fair. I think that his normal design is also really, really good in this game. I'm frustrated that I got poisoned because there goes the damage rank even more. And I dropped a combo. I've lost this run thoroughly. Oh. It's fine. I was over time anyway. I was 2 minutes over. Man, there's no main menu music or anything, huh? He ended on 12 wins. I'm telling you, the Bears on Tekken 8 right now, they're the sleepers. You guys gotta watch out. The next time I do an open lobby on stream, Panda's getting brought out, and it's gonna be mayhem. No one's gonna know what's happening. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to eat dinner and get back to video work for the rest of the night, probably. What day is it? Tuesday? Yeah, probably the rest of the night. Anyway, if you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing Armored Core S ranks, Ace Combat games on highest difficulty, Metal Gear 100%, etc. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a like. Helps out a lot with algorithm and stuff, so I'd appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for any of the Metal Gear videos that you might have missed, including the Twin Snakes video that came out yesterday, they're in the pinned comment. I have the whole playlist linked, so if you've missed any of them, they're all there. If you're looking for links to things outside of YouTube, like Twitter, Discord server, whatever, those are in the description. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see all of you guys back here next time. I hope you all have the rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the... I almost said video. Thank you for coming to the stream. And goodbye.